Hi everybody, we are group number 2, Jorge, Nicola and Daniel, and we are going to present decision-making strategy by showing you this video we have done. We hope you enjoy it and learn a lot of things. Thanks. First of all, this is what we are going to see during the video. Basic concepts, how to make decisions, take complex decisions, key strategies, keys to problem solving, decision-making strategies and creative thinking process. In this point, we will find a decision-making definition. It's the thought process of selecting a logical choice from the available options. There are 3 ways of applied thinking. First, decision-making. What action to take, choose between different options. Troubleshooting. Look for a solution, answer, or conclusion. And finally, creative thinking. New ideas. When we are trying to make a good decision, a person must weigh the positive and negative of each option and consider all the alternatives. For effective decision-making, a person must be able to forecast the outcome of each option as well, and based on all those items, determine which option is the best for what a particular situation. There are also 3 main functions of the brain: synthesis, analyze, and assessment. In all these forms of applied thinking, we use the 3 functions. There are very few people to perform these 3 functions alike. We must seek a balance. In the first step, we have analyze, that is, to separate the whole thing into parts, widely used in the Western culture. It's related to step reasoning and logic. It's the one that realizes processes of conscious reflection, accesses to his own representation and modifies them. Now we have synthesize, inverse process of analysis, gather several things to create a whole. Imagination is key. It's about to see the forest and not just the trees. It's the manager of the basic process of the thought, observation, comparison, relation and classification, which they constitute the base of the analyzed synthesis. And finally, assessment, that establishes successful rules, evaluates, assess performance, evaluates people. Criticism is a way to evaluate. Always an assessment has objective and subjective elements. It's busy with realizing managerial and executive process of thought, related to the reason, to the effects, and the means to the ends. To finish this introduction, we can add this 4th point, the deep mind. We can analyze, synthesize, and evaluate while sleeping or unconscious while doing routine tasks. It's the source of intuition, and it's really important. You have to listen and use the deep mind. The first step is to be aware of its existence and functioning. It can be developed. When solutions are more complex and more creative is when the deep mind works and when it becomes more important.
Hello, my name is George and I'm going to tell you how to make decisions in an effective way. There are 5 steps. Define target, gather information, develop options or alternative, decide, implement and evaluate. The first one, define objectives, it's very important. Key aspects. Do it in writing. It helps to have mental clarity. Analyzing comes into play. A specific result that a person or system to achieve within a time frame and within available resources. In general, objectives are more specific and easier to measure than goals. Objectives are basic tools that underline our planning and strategic activities. They serve as the basic for creating policy and evaluating performance. The second step is collect information. You have to see what is available and find what is missing. This is called the overload syndrome. We must take account of the time and resources available. There comes a point that is not effective and not worth to keep looking for more information. Develop options is the 3rd one. We must be able to act consistently and according to a process. It is not convenient to take decisions rapidly, in a rush. You have to generate ideas before making a decision. Synthesis comes into play. Decide is the 4th part. Establish criteria. What is an imperative? What is advisable and what is desirable? If an alternative does not meet the mandatory requirements, should be eliminated. Assessment comes into play. The last one is implement and evaluate solution. We stop thinking and we get into action. We actually make the decision. Point of no return. It is very important to make an assessment of the decision. The experience will play a very important part. Deep mind. To take a complex decision, we can use different techniques. The first one, to list of advantages and disadvantages. This is a first step to discover the first impression and qualities that is the possible decision will bring to us. The next one is to examine in depth the consequences of each decision. Once we know what will happen with each decision, we will have to decide if the positive solutions compensate the negative. The third one is to confront the decision with the final goal. After we know the possible consequences of our decision, we will have to decide which one fits better with the goal we want to reach. And the last one is to analyze the benefits and risk. Compare if the benefits that we will obtain achieving the final goals compensate the amount of risk we assume for it.
Key strategy for problem solving. A 5-step problem solving strategy. The first one is specify the problem. It involves evaluating the present state and determining how it differs from the goal state. The second one is to analyze the problem. It may be necessary to look beyond the obvious, surface situation, to stretch your imagination and reach for more creative options. Seek other perspectives, be flexible in your analysis, consider various standards of impact, brainstorm about all possibilities and implications, research problems for which you lack complete information. Get help. The third one is to formulate possible solutions. Try to think of all possible solutions, be creative, consider similar problems and how you have solved them. The fourth one is to evaluate possible solutions. Weigh the advantages and disadvantages of each solution. Think through each solution and consider how, when, and where you could accomplish each. Consider both immediate and long-term results. Mapping your solution can be helpful at this stage. The last one is to choose a solution. We have to consider two factors: the compatibility with your priorities, amount of risk, and the practicality. Keys to problem solving. Think aloud or talking yourself through the step of problem solving is useful. Hearing yourself think can facilitate the process. Allow time for ideas to gel or consolidate. Distance from a problem can allow you to clear your mind and get a new perspective. Talk about the problem, describing the problem to someone else and talking about it can often make a problem become more clear and defined so that a new solution will surface. The decision-making strategies. The types of decision we make are routine, impulsive, and reasoned. Deciding what to eat for breakfast is a routine decision. Deciding to do or buy something at the last minute is considered an impulsive decision. And choosing your college major is hopefully a reasoned decision. College coursework often requires you to make the latter or reasoned decision. Evaluate possible negative side effects each may produce.
Finally, we arrived to the end of the presentation and the video, the creative thinking in the making process. Here we can find 4 steps: preparation, incubation, inspiration, and verification. The first step, preparation, consists in observing, listening, asking, reading, collecting, comparing, contrasting, analyzing, and relating all kinds of objects, features, and information. The second one, incubation. This step involves thinking about parts and relationship, reasoning, and often a fallow period. It means we have to prepare the field. The third point, inspiration, very often appears during the fallow period, and maybe it's because the emphasis to be creative. This is when we create a solution to our problem. And finally, verification. At this step, which is one of the hard work, is the process of converting an idea into an object or into an articulate form. So that's all. We hope you enjoyed the video, and you can find it in YouTube as Decision Making Video. Thanks everyone in name of the group.